Good morning, everyone. It's Amy with Mama Bear Blue. We're here live with my mom for Mondays with Mom. It's Debbie. And we have got some more thrift flips to work through today because I'm getting back, I'm actually making some progress in my pile back there. So yeah, so welcome as you are hopping on here. If you can give us a thumbs up and share the video out, we would greatly appreciate that. Okay, so we have pulled some stuff that been wanting to get done. Mom's got a thrifted like litter holder that she's going to get some yellow paint on. This is I don't know if that needs stirred, and it might. Here, let's get the spray bottle just in case you need to add a little water. She's using Liquid Sunshine, a bright yellow on this, and we're going to see what that looks like. And remember, just do the flats.
Right.
We're going to keep whenever I get these, it's not a lot of fun to try to paint down in these. So a lot of times if it's something pretty like this wood, I'll just leave it. And we'll just do this in the yellow and then see if it needs a transfer or stamps or something when we get to that point. And then I do have Mom clean this up for me. This is on my shelf back there. I think you can get these at Walmart, can't you?
Yeah.
These canisters, but I love them for the counter. And there was a transfer called Home Sweet Home, I believe. Yes. This got all the kitchen words and kitchen things from IOD. And it's good. It's going to be good. This is going to go on this, and I thought it would be cute for human treats or dog treats. Ooh, either one. So we'll get that on there soon. And I do have these little canisters, 4 of them. Glass canisters from Goodwill, and I think it would be really cute.
I forgot it keeps spraying.
Continuous mist bottle.
Yeah.
Those are on my website too. I still have some of those to sell. They are convenient. You just have to remember it really takes one pump.
Yeah.
Not several. Okay, so those if we have time to get to it, I've got this cute little teapot from Goodwill that didn't have a lid, but that's the perfect planter.
Mm-hmm.
I think this is really cute. But first of all, while Mom's doing that, I'm going to start with the...
What do you think?
Just a little more. That should be good. The DIY paint is clay-based, as you know, and sometimes it just thickens up a little bit, which is totally normal. It's still really, it doesn't change the quality of it at all. So if that happens, I just spray a little water in the can. So my big project today is to paint this little wooden box that I want to use for seed packets. So this is it. And it opens up and has some compartments in it, which will be perfect for putting the seeds in. And first we thought we'd paint this, and then we're like, let's stain it, because DIY makes the dark and decrepit that it's like a tinted liquid patina. So it's tinted dark, but you can use it as a stain, and I can brush it on and wipe it off, and it's going to bring out the really pretty grain in this box. So that's what we're going to do on that. When this is good and dry, I am going to put on the Ephemeral melange, which is back in stock, and we have plenty of again, and it's one of my favorites. It's one Mom just bought for one of your projects, right?
I'm trying to get to my project, but
it's always
between
sitting and staring at your supplies and like, oh, I love all my supplies, but
yeah.
I need to sit down and use them.
Well, my plants are calling me too, because
I know,
I'm
me too.
them.
And it's almost time for us to move them outside.
I know.
So Ephemeral melange is really cool. It's got a lot of different little seed packets and flowers, if you guys can see that. So let's get going, because I want this to be dried in time to put the transfers on it. And we have a lot of paint pixie brushes back in stock. I ordered a bunch. I've been loving these little small ones for crafting, because they're perfect for the smalls we always buy. Like you're using that now. Yeah. The Purpose and the Joy and all those small crafting ones from Paint Pixie, I love those. Okay, so with the dark and decrepit, I'm just going to brush on a coat. And then I'm going to do a small section at a time, because I want to be able to wipe it right away, and this dries quick. So like that much. And I'm just going to take one of my soft t-shirts and wipe it back. See that one? Look at that. Isn't that pretty?
Yes, very.
It turns into a nice medium brown. See, I'll hold it up and let you guys see the difference. And it's all natural, and it doesn't stink like the stains you buy at like Lowe's. And if you wanted that to go deeper, like a deeper brown, you just put another coat on and wipe it off. And it will continue to deepen as you do that. I'm in the middle of shooting a video on redoing an old tanker desk that was my great-grandfather's, right? Yes.
Yes.
My great-grandfather's desk. It was in my sister's garage for a long time, right?
It was an old metal desk.
It's an old metal tank. They call it a tanker desk. I looked it up to see like what.
Oh, so you have a name.
Yeah, heavy, and it's metal, and so I'm refinishing it, and it's turning out pretty cool. So I hope in the next few weeks to have a video out on that. It's going to make a nice art desk for me. Yeah, I'm leaving the inside as is. I think we're good. Okay, I'm going to set this aside to dry. I really like that.
I do too.
And then I'm going to get some sandpaper when the transfers are on and everything, and distress this so we have some of the light wood coming back through the edges. So we can get our treats canister made.
I got some on the lip.
It's okay.
So it'll
Sand.
wipe it off.
Yeah, it'll sand. Wipe or sand. Probably sand. I didn't talk about this big metal tray, did I? I'm not sure we'll get to it this week. This was used to be at Marshall's, but I got it at Goodwill. Nice big metal tray. I thought might be cute with transfers on it as is without painting it. Grab a transfer rubbing stick. All right, so this again is from the Home Sweet Home. And I'm going to stand up just to get a better bird's eye view here. These canisters always have no, this one doesn't. Usually has a seam. I don't see one on this one. If it had a seam, I'd probably put this on opposite the seam. I don't see one.
I don't either. That's different.
It is. All right, so you want to remove the backing right before. You don't want to remove that until you're absolutely ready to do this. And then, like that. And once you're down on there, you can't move it. You risk tearing it. And round surfaces can be a little more challenging, but definitely doable. So just start at one side. And with one hand, I'm holding the corner of this. And the other hand's holding the rubbing stick. And then you just rub and pull. And I like to keep the stick right where it's you can see the paper coming off of the project. And it always goes on so easily to glass and mirrors. It's so satisfying.
Yeah.
And if you see a little bit that didn't get down, lay the backing paper back down without, you don't want to be shifting anything. And this really adheres nicely, so I don't think you could shift this if you tried. But I made one of these at Christmas time with a big vintage label that said candy canes. Mm-hmm. It was so cute. That sold fast. I think the ones they sell of like this at Walmart, when I looked a couple years ago, they were $10.
Yeah.
But I usually just wait till I find them at Goodwill and then snatch them up then and save them for a project. I think usually at Goodwill, they're more like $4 or $5.
Oh, with the jars?
Yeah. Okay, so after you get that on there, you just want to burnish it a little bit, carefully, lightly with a soft cloth. Make sure it's on there nice and firmly, which it is. This is probably going to look backwards to you guys because we're reversed, but it says treats. So this will be cute. That was fast and easy flip. Dog treats or human treats. So let's think about these guys. I don't know that I want to do them all, but let's see. So these cute little glass canisters are hermetic. They have the seal. I love finding these. I don't often find, these aren't something I find a lot of anymore.
You know, I have these, but they used to be candles. Let me get yellow paint. They used to be candles, and I cleaned them out after I burned them.
I don't think these were for you though.
No, they're not, because I still have mine.
Oh, you still have
I use it for cotton balls and future.
I know. I really, you know what? That's a good idea. Really good idea. Now I'm kind of wondering if I should use the gold transfers on these instead of these. Now, let me look through here real quick. So this is again from the Ephemeral melange with all the seed packets from IOD. Because I did the same thing with some different colored jars with the gold foil metallic transfers that were really cool. But maybe I'll just grab those real quick. So this is called Etiquettes, and it's got, good morning, Anna, Anne Marie, how you doing? It's got kind of like labels and fonts and words that are really cute. And I think this is the same one I used when I made mine. Yes.
Yeah, no, this is looking better dry.
Oh yeah. Yeah. That is too big. The inside is not too big. Okay, I'll show you guys this one. And then I got all of these. So let me show you this one. This has got French words inside of this wreath. And what I'm going to do is just cut out, because you can always use just bits and pieces of transfers, but I'm going to cut out the center and use just the words on this bigger jar. And I don't want to cut through the little wreaths and circles, so I'm going to gently fold it and make a little cut so that I can kind of stick the scissors in there and cut out just the words. Probably smaller scissors would help, but it's okay. Okay.
You have little scissors.
I do. I just don't want to take the time to
go get them. Okay.
My little Tim Holtz would be perfect.
That's what I was thinking.
I don't know. I don't have those right this second, but these would be better. Okay. That way I can save this for some future project. I always save all the little scraps and parts I don't use. So that one will be there. And then I will. Now, do I want this on the bigger or small? Yeah, it needs to be on this size. Now this one, these do have seams, one on each side, so then I'll know to go right between them.
Sorry if I keep squirting. I keep forgetting that it keeps going.
So I just want to center it on here, and once it's on, don't move it. All right. Now you just need to take your time. And on these, I do go ahead and rub the whole image once before I start peeling. So some of these got a little crooked, but think I'm going more for the effect than being able to exactly read.
Is it
exactly
French?
read it. It is. I mean, I can read French a little bit.
Well, yeah,
but,
I know you can.
Yeah, some of the center. So, okay. So here's, I'm going to show you a little thing. So if things don't go exactly as you planned, like on this, it's cute, but a couple of the words, I don't know, you're probably not going to be able to see this. You get the full effect of how that looks. Probably not. I'll take a better picture. But there, right in the center, there was some few words that were being stubborn. So I'm going to actually try to put one of the flowers, like center the flowers over the words.
That didn't come off.
Yeah, and I think this rose is what I was looking at. So there's always ways to fix your mistakes. And the transfers layer well. So we're going to put this rose right there where the word is missing. The words. Let's see if I can do this quickly. See, kind of this looks a little faded. I don't know if you guys can see this yet. But anyway, the rose is on top of it now. I'll get some better pictures. Maybe when I fill this with cotton balls.
It'll show up.
Yeah, it'll show up with it. I like it. And it looks a little distressed, and that's fine. I'm excited to get started on. I'm going to do one of the small ones, but I might do it not in the gold. I'll do it in the little seed thing packet. Let's see here. Here it is. I haven't opened it yet. I'm going to go ahead and open it. I want to call this seed packet, but it's not. It's Ephemeral Melange, because we do have one that is called seed packet. It's not this one. I'm going to find an old vintage ad to put on this small one, like one of these. Let me show you guys this page so you get the idea of what. Got all these little vintage ephemera ads that are transfers. All right. What would be good? Okay, this one is in French as well. So I think that would be a nice one for this. I'm gonna center it between the seams. And you get a ton of the ephemera labels in this pack, so you could make it, especially if you have your own booth and want to sell, you can make a ton of these by going to Goodwill and getting the clear glass bottles or jars. And really cute. All right. Nice. What do you think?
I love it.
No, it's really cute. Oh, here, let me, the artist brush to touch up what?
Just around.
Okay, let me get you that. And then I can get you sandpaper too if you want to. It actually, I was looking at it and I don't really mind that it's coming up on the sides like that. But
well, then
we can.
As long as it.
So that's liquid sunshine.
If it's
so let's
making you happy, then that's all I care.
Let's worry about sanding that later.
Okay.
That would be okay.
You can go ahead and put something on it if you want.
Yeah, well, I'm going to put it on the one I've stained first.
Okay.
I'm going to put a few on there first. But the ones I want to put on the box, I want to have to do with gardening type things. Not so much the ephemera labels that are for like perfume and cologne. So let's see what we can find that's going to look good on. Like this one, Seedling Apple.
Yes.
This is a cute one. And Red's Annual Catalog, 1896. Got some fruit. We did plant some fruit trees.
One had those girls and it said,
Yeah, this one.
yeah.
Seeds, plants, and bulbs. This is really cute. The May, LL May and Company. I love that one. That might look cute. Except I am going to put a handle on top because there's already holes for a handle. So the handle, I don't want the handle to mess that up, you know.
Right.
I might save that one for a bigger
Something else.
Yeah, a tray or something. I think that would be good. Oh, wow. All of these. Yay. Okay. I can't wait. We'll see. I have high hopes for my cut garden, my flower cutting garden. We'll see what really happens. Do you want to look through these and see what ones are going to maybe work?
I didn't touch that up.
Yeah, that's okay.
Okay.
We'll get it. All right. So we have a good start here. I just want to do kind of a random pattern. I love that this is stained. I'm glad we didn't paint it.
Yeah, me too.
We'll start with this one. We'll start putting them on different angles and
just every which way.
Yeah, even kind of folded over the edge a little bit. So the Dark and Decrepit that I used on this, it is like a built-in top coat. So when it's dry like this, these usually go on very, very easily, the transfers when you've got, but I mean, I do apply transfers to things that are just painted and not top coated yet, but it does make it a little bit easier. But I think when I seal it, I'll either seal it with Big Top or DIY liquid patina. If I tried to see, you could try to seal it with Dark and Decrepit again. It would just make the transfers a little dark.
Faded, yeah.
And like I said, you can overlap them, and if you're careful, you can kind of curve them around.
Do you want me to cut out the ones I think, or not? There's that one.
Ooh, that's cute. Yeah, go ahead and cut that out.
And then there's, wait a minute.
The lilac one?
Yeah, that one. And then this one.
Because we can do the ends. Yes, I love that.
It's only two I found so far.
Okay, that's a good start though. There's the little ones if it's easier.
Okay.
What did I do? You have the big scissors here. I'll take the big ones. Let me show them the one you picked out. I really like that. That's going to look cute on the yellow. That's one of the ones going to be going on Mom's. If you guys are just joining us, we're just making over some thrifted stuff with paint and DIY Dark and Decrepit stain, and then using the Ephemeral melange transfers on it. And this is going to hold my seed packets for my garden, my flower garden. We're gonna have to find a cute handle. I bet I have a jar back there full of handles, but I just need to make sure the spacing is the right.
Yeah. You have a jar full of handles.
Handles, and yes, just from when I did
redoing.
Yeah, from redoing furniture and everything. I kept it all. I hoarded it because you never know.
No, see, you just never know.
That's cute. That's cute, just like that.
It is.
I don't know.
That's where the seeds will be.
They will. All right, cute handle. All right. Okay, so I'm gonna move this, trade you, and we'll see if this is dry enough. I don't want to rush it.
No.
As far as
Oh no,
let me just hit it with the one more time with the
hair dryer.
hair dryer. Okay. Let's give it a go. I'll go slow on one edge, and if it's too soon because the paint is so fresh, I will. I just plant patio tomatoes and pots and herbs. Yeah, I do that too. That's what I had been doing the past few years. And I probably will still do a little of that. But this is the year that we built the raised, well, Logan built them. We're having the raised beds and we're having a family garden kind of thing. Okay, I think that's good. I'm not gonna press super hard in case this decides to be, no, it's gonna go on. I can tell. Sometimes with fresh paint, you have to be really careful. If you have time, let it cure, let it dry well. But sometimes you can force it to work. I think the key is just being light-handed with this.
Right.
What will happen is if you have real fresh paint and you put a transfer on and you really press hard with the stick, it will pull up the first layer of paint.
I wonder if you could take
This is really pretty.
seed packets after you've already and decoupage them onto things.
You could. They just have the more modern look. They don't look old-fashioned.
Well, you can buy the heirloom looking.
Oh yeah.
seeds.
Well,
Just
so
saying.
now we're going to be
Just
saying.
saying.
Now I'm going to be saving my seed packets and adding that to the hoard. That's really cute. Now, when all of these are on the way we want and on that, like I said, we will seal it up with a clear sealer. That's a good start. I'm sure that's backwards, but so we'll get this touched up and finish that too. Let's finish up our a couple more jars.
Too big for that, or maybe
sides.
on the back. Yeah.
Let's see.
There might be a little one,
but well, the very bottom would come off where there's not words, and I could fold it over the top.
Or maybe you don't want to put anything on the back.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that. We'll see. I'll have to think about those. This is, I mean, this is cute just like this.
Yeah, it really is.
Just with this one.
Touch it all up.
Yeah.
But your painter didn't do too great a job.
But no, it's good. It's good.
All right.
Dad's trying to call you.
I told him I'm on silent.
Here, you hold this. I want to show them real quick in case they just came on at the end. Then we just took our thrifted hermetic jars, added a couple quick transfers. This one and the gold. And we didn't get to this. This is going to be a cute planter.
Yeah.
Off the lid. And this for our dog treats or human treats.
Did a lot.
I mean, yeah, we got several. We worked through several of them. And if you're watching on YouTube, thank you. Eric will get this uploaded to that soon. And we have a playlist now called Mondays with Mom on there.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, of all the ones we put up. So, okay, we'll finish these up and get some good pictures posted to Facebook. Thanks for joining us, guys. We appreciate it.